I'm Fearne and welcome to the Happiness Project for Pretty Upfront. Each film will explore happiness from a different angle and talk about how we can access that inner good stuff. So, if you want to hear more, please subscribe. Cooking for me equals happiness. I love the process of cooking, I love eating the cooking, I love giving the food to other people. Each step of it for me is just pure joy. So today I'm going to make a really nice healthy snack that I love, and they are dairy, wheat and sugar-free blueberry muffins with courgette in. They might sound pretty horrendous and scary, but they are gorgeous. So I've got a real sweet tooth, but that doesn't mean that you have to eat loads of stuff that's bad for you. So today I'm going to be using coconut sugar, which is a natural, unrefined sugar, and it tastes really caramelly and gorgeous. So to start off, we're going to measure out 160 grams of coconut sugar, and then we're going to pop that in your bowl, and then we're going to add 3 eggs. Love cracking eggs, something really therapeutic and lovely about that. And then I'm going to use my really fancy whisk and whisk up the eggs and the sugar until it's nice and creamy and light. So now I'm moving on to the courgettes. Yes, courgettes in a sweet treat. Believe me, it's going to be lovely. The courgettes actually replace the dairy, so rather than using a big old chunk of butter, which actually I'm fine with, I eat butter, but these are just really virtuous and gorgeous. So first we're going to peel the courgettes. And there's something I really love about doing really mundane things like peeling vegetables. Like this for me is sort of part of the joy of baking and cooking, is that I completely zone out. If I ever feel like a little bit stressed out or off center, or I feel anxious about something, I will find myself sort of almost sleepwalking, like instinctively moving towards my oven, where I will then just think, right, I need to cook or bake something immediately. And I'll find that after that process, I feel so much better. Like, I love it. So you're gonna need 250 grams of grated courgette, which is about 2.5, depending on how big your courgettes are. Now they are topped, tailed and peeled. I'm going to grate them and check that we've got the right amount. Again, a very boring, mundane process that I absolutely love, grating. So now the grated courgette is going into the sugary and egg mix, and that is going to create a nice moisture within the cakes. And then you can just give that a good mix in. It looks really nice, right? So mix that in. So now on to the dry mix for your muffins. I'm going to use rice flour, but you can use spelt flour or a normal wheat flour. I've got nothing personally against wheat. I do eat it sometimes, but I do prefer when I can to use alternatives. It just feels a lot lighter on your system. So first up, we're going to pour out 180 grams of rice flour. There we go. And then we're going to also use some nice ground almonds. So 160 grams, and then put that in with your rice flour. And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So 1, 2 of those. And then we're going to do half a teaspoon of Bicarbonate of Soda, and that hopefully will be the magical alchemy to get the muffins to rise. The thing I've sort of discovered, I guess sort of later on in life, is that I just like doing really simple things, whether it be like having a laugh with my friends, going out and getting fresh air, doing exercise, baking, painting. And when you're doing something you enjoy, so I know that I love to bake and cook, it might be gardening for you or swimming, whatever, you've got a natural chemical called dopamine that is released in your body, and it's a natural antidepressant. So all of a sudden you've got that sort of soaring joy and happiness, and I love that. So now we're going to put some chia seeds in. This might take some convincing for some people because they just look rather boring and worthy. And when my friend actually first gave me a packet of these to try, I was like, I'm not eating that. But now I'm in love with them. They're amazing. So we need 40 grams of these beautiful little seeds that are full of omega, which is a great natural fat to have in your body. In they go. And then we just mix them into the dry ingredients. Little pinch of salt. So now we'll incorporate the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. It's really runny, so you can just sort of tip it in, fold it all in, fold those wonderful courgettes into the mix. I know probably most of you are still thinking, I don't trust those courgettes, but I promise you, you will not be able to taste them. It's just going to make the muffins really nice and moist. And of course, for blueberry muffins, we need beautiful blueberries. 150 grams of blueberries are going into that mix. You can again just fold them in. Now what we need to do is pop the mix into our muffin cases, ready to go into the oven. So just grab a big tablespoon, dollop it in. For me, baking is never about making something that's perfect or looks necessarily sort of restaurant worthy, because I'm not a professional chef, obviously. I'm just someone that really loves cooking and baking, and I've sort of learned a few things along the way. So for me, it's all about the process and just the sheer enjoyment I get out of the process itself, and also knowing like what's gone into my food rather than buying some old floppy sandwich from a shop and you just think, what is even in this thing? You know, I know pretty much most of the time what is going into my body, and my body reacts pretty well to that. So now these babies are going into the oven, which is at 180. They're going to go in for around about 25 to 27, 8 minutes, depending on how hot your oven is. All the ovens are different, so just have a little peek every now and again if you can. But I reckon about 25 minutes. So in they go. Good luck, muffins. Me and my son Rex always like to wish our cakes good luck on their journey. So here's some blueberry and courgette muffins I made earlier, which are very tasty, which my husband will hopefully testify for us all. Here's a muffin.
Hi.
Will you try one and see if you like it? There's courgette in there, just to warn you.
Very nice.
Good? Mm-hmm. Well, no, you have to say that, because you're married to me.
What did I have to say that, Dad?
Go and eat your muffin over there. Bye-bye, love.
Bye.
Love you. See? They taste nice, they're healthy, there's nothing bad in them, and they're really fun to make. If you like the look of these courgette and blueberry muffins, everything free, then all you need to do is check out the recipe in the description box if you want to give them a go. And if you want to watch more of the Happiness Project, then just subscribe now, and I'll see you soon.